Do you wish you and your partner were on the same page? I personally have had that thought about a million times in my own mixed faith marriage. My name is Chris Rich, and I'm an active believing member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter day Saints. I'm a life coach, and I love to help members of the church who are looking to make their mixed faith marriages not only work, but to thrive. So, turns out every time I have the thought, I wish we were on the same page, I feel frustrated, resentful, angry, discouraged, or maybe defensive. And when I'm operating from those emotions, I really do not show up as my best self. Two things that are really important to know. Number one, our thoughts create our emotions. And number two, our emotions are the fuel that we take action from. Let me give you an example of what I mean. So let's say that your spouse says, I think the church is a waste of time. And when they say that, you have the thought, I wish we were on the same page. When you think that thought, you feel frustrated. And when frustration is the fuel that you take action from, some of those actions could be some of the following. You might yell at your spouse. You might try to prove your point. You might start to judge your spouse and stop listening to them. Maybe you don't ask them any questions. You don't get curious with them. And then you go have all sorts of terrible thoughts about them. You go to your room, you might end up watching Netflix by yourself for 3 hours and you totally avoid your spouse. From those actions that you took when you were fueled with frustration, what ends up happening is you feel even further from your spouse than when you started. So even though that thought feels true, I wish we were on the same page, it isn't all that helpful when you see what it creates for you. So I love to ask the question, does this serve me or not? And if it's not helpful, then I can decide if I want to keep thinking it or not, because my thoughts are optional, which is a beautiful thing to know. So, as a coach, I love to help my clients see what they are creating for themselves from the thoughts that they're thinking. Unfortunately, we can't change our spouse. Believe me, I've spent a lot of time trying and it didn't work. But what we can change is how we think, how we feel, and how we act. That is 100% in our control. And that is fantastic news, my friends. If you want to learn more about your how your thoughts create your emotions, check out episode number 38 on the Mixed Faith Relationship podcast. And if you would like a little weekly nugget delivered to your inbox every Friday, make sure to get on my Mixed Faith Friday email. You can go to my website, chrisrichcoaching.com, and at the bottom of the page, there's a link to sign up for that. It's been amazing to be with you for Thursday Thoughts for the month of November, and I look forward to hearing from you in the future. Make a great day, my friends.